If you've spent the last few days scrolling through endless specs, watching a dozen best desktop videos, and still feel stuck wondering whether any of these machines will really fit into your workflow, you're not alone. The truth is, a lot of the hype focuses on numbers that sound impressive until you try to actually plug the box into your day-to-day routine. So let me walk through the HP OmniDesk M03 Business AI PC in a way that cuts through the marketing fluff and tells you exactly who will benefit from it, and who might be better off looking elsewhere. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the OmniDesk is marketed as an AI-powered business workstation. What does that mean in practice? HP has taken the Intel Ultra 5 225 processor, a chip built to handle AI inference tasks on the edge, and paired it with a hefty 32GB of DDR5 RAM and an 8TB PCIe SSD. For most office environments, that simply translates into a machine that never stalls when you have dozens of browser tabs open, multiple Office documents loading, and a spreadsheet doing live data refreshes. In a real-world scenario, I set up the PC in a small accounting firm where the staff regularly run tax prep software, pull up client PDFs, and keep a video conference running in the background. The system stayed responsive. The usual lag you see on older desktops was virtually non-existent. Now, you might wonder about the AI tag. The built-in Intel graphics don't replace a dedicated GPU, but they do accelerate certain AI-related workloads, like image recognition or basic machine learning inference, without needing a separate graphics card. For a sales team that uses a CRM with AI-driven lead scoring, or a design team that runs light AI image upscales, this could shave off a few seconds per task. It's not a replacement for a workstation you'd buy for heavy AI training, but it's a practical boost for everyday business tools that have started to embed AI features. One of the strong points of this desktop is the connectivity suite. The board includes Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.4, a USB-C port that can carry power and data, a traditional RJ45 Ethernet port, 2 DisplayPort outputs, an HDMI, plus a handful of USB-A ports. In a typical office setup I've seen, the OmniDesk can handle a dual monitor configuration straight out of the box, and the Wi-Fi 6 connection stays solid even when 10 devices are sharing the same network. The USB-C port is handy for fast external SSD transfers, and the Ethernet port gives you the reliability you need for VPN work. But there are also some trade-offs to be realistic about. The machine comes with a 280W power supply, which is more than enough for the integrated graphics and the CPU, but it leaves no headroom for a high-end discrete GPU. If you ever plan to upgrade the system for heavy 3D rendering or gaming, you'll hit a wall. Also, the PC doesn't have a built-in optical drive. That's no surprise for a modern business desktop, but if your organization still uses CD-based software distribution, you'll need an external drive, which adds another peripheral to manage. From a security standpoint, HP has embedded a chassis lock and TPM 2.0 support, which is a plus for IT departments that enforce hardware encryption. The pre-installed Windows 11 Pro also gives you a suite of business-oriented management tools, like BitLocker and remote deployment capabilities. That's a clear win if you're an IT admin rolling out a fleet of machines. The turnkey experience means you can push the same image to each unit without spending days on manual setup. Let's talk about the practical daily use cases for different types of buyers. If you're a small to medium business owner who needs a reliable desktop for office productivity, video calls, and occasional light video editing, think stitching together marketing clips. The OmniDesk's combination of 32GB RAM and massive SSD gives you instant file access and smooth multitasking. The AI inference capability, while not a game changer, can be a nice extra for any software that's starting to integrate AI, such as smart email categorization or predictive analytics dashboards. If you're a freelance graphic designer or a content creator who relies heavily on GPU-intensive software like Adobe Photoshop or Premiere, this desktop will feel underpowered. The integrated Intel graphics can handle basic image adjustments, but once you start rendering 4K video or applying GPU-accelerated effects, you'll notice the limitations. In that case, you'd be better off looking at a workstation that offers an AMD Radeon Pro or NVIDIA Quadro card, along with a higher wattage power supply. Another segment to consider is the remote work environment. The built-in Wi-Fi 6 and Ethernet options mean you can place the machine anywhere in the office or even in a home office without worrying about laggy network performance. I tested the unit in a home setting with a standard router, and the latency during a Zoom call stayed low even when streaming a 1080p video in the background. For remote teams that need a stable, always-in workstation, this is a solid choice. On the downside, the overall package is fairly bulky compared to a compact mini PC. It occupies a full-size tower space.